So I'm in bed. It's nighttime. Well, it's 11 a.m., but it's when I go to sleep. I've got my trusty baby blanket, a nice comfy pillow, my reading material that comforts me right before I go to sleep, Albert Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus, and I think it's time for some In Bed with Quentin. My friend has a girlfriend that willingly puts her mouth around his penis. This is insane to me. Yet at the same time, one of the things I want to do most in life is go down on a girl. If I had a girlfriend and she was like, "Do you want to play Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers on the original Nintendo with me or eat me out?" I'd pick eat her out. And that's saying a whole lot. I'd never suck a dick though. Even if I could never play Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers on the original Nintendo with my made up for this situation girlfriend ever again. Penises have to be considered better looking than vaginas. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is crooked, yet still considered a masterpiece. Holes just have weird giant monsters in them that eat my favorite Star Wars characters. Clearly anything in hole form cannot be trusted. Especially donut holes. Although they aren't really holes. Just more government lies. There are no everyday situations where people do things similar to eating a girl out. No one eats a bagel starting with the hole. Yet guys are so willing to eat a lady out, while girls refuse to give head. Even though as kids, we were trained to love having popsicles and hot dogs in our mouths. It's just skin, ladies. You kiss us on our face. Well, not me per se. But you won't kiss our penis? Even though our face is out in the open all day collecting disgusting air debris, while our penis is safely tucked away in our Scooby-Doo underroo. Is it the balls that disgust you so much? Because we can duct tape those up and into our assholes. We'll never admit it, but God knows that would only make it better for us, and a lot faster for you. So let's delve into the email. Alright. Dear Quentin, I cannot please my girlfriend with my mouth. Let me explain. She completely adores my spoken word poetry, tackling such issues as racism in coffee shops, and why self-serve froyo shops are run by Nazis, which I'm not necessarily against. In fact, she adores it to the point of the most intense multiple orgasms she's ever experienced. But I can't please her with my mouth in terms of using my lips and tongue and teeth on her hairy pussy. It's terrible. I don't know what to do down there. She says it's so bad that rather than having me do it, she'd prefer her dog lick peanut butter off her hairy crotch. Because at least that got rid of the old peanut butter. I know you're a sex god, Quentin, so is there something you can teach me to help me out with this? Sincerely, Mr. Peters, a first grade teacher at Rhodes Elementary School. There's no shame in being bad at sex acts. In fact, there's no shame in never having had sex either. You hear that? There's no shame at all. Some people find it very admirable. It takes a tremendous amount of will to stay a virgin. Not particularly in the case I'm thinking of, but still, even if you're still a virgin at 24 and women are generally disgusted by you, don't feel ashamed. And there is definitely no need to cry yourself to sleep anymore, Quentin. What were we talking about? Oh. Mr. Peters, I pride myself in one thing and one thing only. Not because only one thing matters to me, but rather because there's only one thing that I can even take the smallest amount of pride in, and that is giving a girl the best oral sex that she's ever experienced. Now I haven't yet given a girl oral sex, so technically, I haven't yet given a girl the best oral sex of her life, but that doesn't mean that I won't. I mean, I probably won't because God hates me and keeps me away from everything I want, specifically plays a very adorable girl in Texas while I'm stuck here in Oregon, but I have very good reason to believe that I will be the best ever at giving oral sex. To women. I mean, I could probably give an amazing blowjob as well, but it'd be very unfair of me to be the best oral sex giver to both men and women. Also, a smaller reason is I'm not gay. But mostly the unfair thing. So what's this reason I have that convinces me that I'll be the best ever at giving oral sex to a woman? It's not because I have a huge tongue, or that I practiced a lot on my sister's unattractive friend, because unfortunately, those aren't true. It's because women aren't attracted to me. Hipster women don't even like me. Women not liking me means I have to work harder if I want to get their attention. Also, because I can never be super hot to them, I have to work much harder to get repeat business in the bedroom. Unluckily for me, I don't have much to work with there, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm only hung like a horse in the opposite world, if you know what I mean. You know, if private parts are related to genetics, then my dad isn't so well endowed. If you know what I mean. You know, I have a small penis. If you know what I mean. I mean I have a really small penis. But this doesn't discourage me because I have a mouth. With teeth and tongue and tonsils. Wait. I had those removed back in the 1st grade. But even without the tonsils, I can still work wonders on a woman's naughty zone. I mean, I assume, because as stated before, I haven't yet done it. But I bet I can, and it's all thanks to one very special technique that I practice. The next time you get a bagel, eat it from the inside out. And tell your girlfriend I said you're welcome. And lastly, your girlfriend is very wasteful. Can you imagine what starving kids in Africa would do if they saw her getting peanut butter licked off her vagina by a dog? That's right, they would masturbate.